What are some things that dampen our spiritual fervor? Some things that put out the fire? We've talked for several days about some of those. One of them is criticism from ourselves, from other people, distraction, just getting busy with the things of the world and forgetting about spiritual things, burnout, where we just run out of energy and run out of fuel. All of those contribute to dampening our fervor. And we're talking about in this series how to keep that fervor, that fire alive, how to keep it going, and how to maintain zeal and enthusiasm and motivation. And so we're talking about sort of the negative things, how to get those out of the way. What happens if you take a burning piece of wood or coal and remove it from the fire? It's a strange thing to me. It's a puzzling thing. But it tends to go out. If you want to put out a fire, just spread out the burning pieces so that they're not together. Something about their being together fuels each other. The heat from one helps the other to keep its heat and to keep burning. People are like that. People in isolation will lose their spiritual fervor. God created the process that we call fire. I think God created the process that we would call spiritual fervor. We were made for community. We are built to be together. We are better together. We are stronger together. We are more on fire together. The crisis that has come from the coronavirus has threatened community, has challenged community, but I would like to insist it has not and cannot take away community. The reality is, the hard truth is, many among us were giving up on and losing community before the virus ever got here. It's been an ongoing struggle, I guess, since the beginning of Christianity, but in our generation, in the last couple of decades, there has been this redefining of what it means to be a regular church participant, and redefining it in the sense of, well, not very often. Come every now and then. The problem with that is you can't maintain spiritual fervor that way. I know that sounds traditional. I know it sounds old-fashioned. It sounds like what you expect the preacher to say. But I think it sounds that way because for 2,000 years, people have recognized that's just the way it is. Countless of people who have been in my position have watched what I watch, and I see people who remove themselves from community, isolate themselves away from other Christians, and they don't make it. The flame goes out, and they'll tell me and they'll tell themselves, "I'm coming back. It's just for a little while." Not usually. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people come back, but usually once they move away, the interest just burns out. There's nothing left. Let me encourage you, if you're feeling distant from God, if you're feeling like God is not close, that God is not real, follow the advice that James wrote in James 4 verse 8. Come near to God and He will come near to you. Now, here's a challenge in that. How do you get close to God? Can't see God. It's not like He's, in the room in a way that I can tangibly tell. But the scriptures make it really clear that the church, the body of believers, is the temple of the Spirit of God. It's where He lives. It's where He dwells. And that we as believers are the body of Jesus, the physical presence of Jesus. I can get my mind around that. I can see that. That's tactile. That's people I can be with. I can be in the presence and close to God by being in the presence of and close to people who are His people. And you may be thinking, well, but right now I can't. For whatever reason, I'm not really in a position yet to go back to in-person church. That's okay. We're offering two options. We have made this as easy as we know how, given the circumstances, for people to remain connected and to remain in community. What we're doing right now is one of those. This is an attempt to bring a Bible class into your home so that we can have a conversation and have some time together and hear other people's thoughts. The problem is, the challenge is, a lot of folks just won't play, don't participate. Not all that many are actually following along and viewing. Fewer still are commenting. Change that. Don't be in isolation. Make phone calls. Do video calls. Get your small group together. If you're not part of a small group, just pull some people together to spend time. Use the church live streams. They're there for a reason. So if you can't be physically present, be virtually present and participate. Talk to people in the comments. We're trying to encourage folks, particularly the first 5 minutes of our live streams. Use that time to say hello to people, to have a brief conversation, just like you were standing in the lobby of the building. I wish there was some way that I could require people, that I could make people do that, but I can't. That's a choice that you'll have to make, and if you're listening and you're watching this, you're probably one of the ones who's making that choice. So here's our challenge. What can we do today to foster community, maybe among those who aren't currently participating? Reach out to somebody that hasn't been present physically at church, that hasn't been tuning in online. Reach out and contact that person in whatever way you decide, and just encourage them, hey, come back together. Let's get back together, whether it's physically in the room or virtually in the room. Let's be together and be in relationship and be in community. People thrive in community. The church thrives in community. The fire burns hot in community. Share your thoughts. What can we do today to foster community right now, wherever we are and whatever the circumstances may still be? Let's see what you have to say.